We value your privacy. Whatever that was. Twitch and our partners use technology such as cookies on our site to personalize content, deliver internet-based advertising, and bore you to death. Please see our privacy policy to read more. Alright, whatever. What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning, Asterbait. You've been watching The Terminator again. Welcome, guys. Field 39 again. Here. Okay, we've got Blitz tournament. Blitz tournament, good morning. 12 minutes till tournament start. Pawnda Blitz Swiss. Swiss Blitz sounds better. I don't know why I don't do it like that. I wrote it correctly at the bottom of the stream. But we've got Pawnda Blitz Swiss 20. Mega Therium GM. Whatever it is, it sounds very metallic and powerful. Sparkle Horse Yevgeny Nordagon. Don't see Nordagon. Suma Hair. Mr. Slowhand Grind. Pollots. Asterbait. The Cockatrice. And Lamar. So 9 players thus far. We're going to need at least 10 to get 9 rounds. Welcome, guys. Tonight we're hosting Blitz tournament here. 9-round Blitz, 5+3 casual. We need at least 10 players to run 9 rounds. No one go anywhere. You're not allowed to leave until we have enough players.
Yes.
That's kind of lame. I like the no button better.
No!
Alright. Nobody can leave. 10 minutes till the tournament starts. Yevgeny, welcome. The top seed after myself. What's happening, everybody? I've been too busy to check out the Weikanze for today. Tron, man. I remember I had a video game. I had a Tron video game for my Intellivision console. It was like 1980. 1981. Mattel Electronics. Maybe 1982. Can I go for 1982? Alright. The Tron game was pretty cool. I still have that machine somewhere. 9 minutes left. Ready to rock. Nine minutes, guys. Yes, it is not morning. Asterbait tricked me. Asterbait, no quotes in the info chat room, in the team. Alright. A little bit of juice. Mr. Slowman, 267 donated 267 bits. I try to play a game worthy of showing on Thursday. Speaking of Thursday, I do not have any games submitted for Thursday's subscriber stream, and it's already Tuesday night. Highly unusual. Probably someone submitted a game and I missed it, but I've got 0 names on this list. Asterbait's been really slacking. He was very late to register for this tournament, and now he didn't submit a game yet. Wonder not to play and watch. Wonder to play Super Blitz to stream it. Super Blitz for me is like close to Bullet. I have to be kind of hyperactive to play that. Alright. 8 minutes to go. Alright, Mr. Slow, definitely going to submit a game. I'm going to put you down on the list. We're going to put Mr. Slow as the first, even though he hasn't submitted a game yet. I'm going to count him as first for Thursday's subscriber stream. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to do something different. Still haven't decided. It's going to be analysis-based. An analysis-based rather than playing stream. So I'm going to try to to do either analysis of games with an historic player, something educational, or opening analysis for Wednesday. Wednesday morning is the next stream, 11 a.m. tomorrow. Mr. Slowhand. Why am I so sleepy? Can always play the first game then, and then just leave later. I had a coffee at 6:15. It's now 6:37, and I still don't feel awake. How long does it take for caffeine to take effect from a coffee, I wonder? You would think like 18 minutes would be enough. But it hasn't been 18 minutes. It's been longer. 23 minutes since I finished my coffee. And I still don't feel the effects, man. That coffee needs more caffeine, I think. Can you accept me? I thought you were already in this team. A lot of people do that and they like leave the team every week and I have to keep entering them again. No problem, it doesn't take much effort. You're welcome to join again. Unless I kicked you out, in which case you're not welcome to join. Oh no. I gotta wake up. I feel all sleepy and groggy. This is a good time control for sleepiness, huh? 5 plus 3? You want to play me? Yeah, we're gonna play in the first round. It's an arena. That's why I love arena so much. Man, I gotta wake up. Maybe the beer will help. I don't know why I'm so sleepy. I have oxygen, beer, coffee, water. Got a good night's sleep last night. I ate food, but I shouldn't have food coma. It was a while ago, so it's not a food coma. I'm not quite sure why I feel so drowsy. Alright, we got another request to join the team? No. That was the old one. Anything interesting happened in Tata? It's still going, probably. Those games start around 1:30, too. Okay, welcome everybody. Megatherium, Yevgeny, Nordagon, Sumaher, Mr. Slow, Politz, Astrobate, Cockatree, Lemar, and Brian. Hopefully we'll get more players. Usually we have much more than 11. Stream tomorrow, 11 a.m. Welcome everybody. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube, where I do replay everything. We've got all the videos on YouTube. They do expire on Twitch if you try to watch an old one. Guys, please support the stream. Thanks to Mr. Slowhand donating this week. Thank you.
Yes!
That's better. Mr. Slowhand, Agnes Kardewski. We have donations from those guys and girls. Guys, actually. Agnes Kardewski just sounds like a girl's name. Anyway. I gotta wake up. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up. Deep breath. Deep breathing exercises. I haven't played at all today. I think I played a Chess 960 game last night. I haven't played a game today. Is that right? That's correct. I had time to shave. I don't look like I'm like 50. Nobody's dragging us down, BG. There's no minimum braiding here. Everybody's welcome to join and play. Although my average opponents in my weekly Blitz streams and stuff tend to be on the higher side. I look like 39 again. I know. I feel like 39 again. I was getting pretty... It was getting pretty ugly. But I hadn't had time to shave, and I was too lazy to shave on the weekend. I finally got time. If I start growing the beard out, I look like I'm Santa Claus or something. It's horrible. That's why that guy Virat Carlson was like trolling me for looking old. It's no wonder. When I don't shave for like 2 weeks, I look pretty bad. I was thinking, why do I look so bad? Alright, 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go. I always thought 39 sounded kind of old. Ready to go. Kyle Mines here. Hopefully another player for the tournament. Guys, please follow. I'll be right back. We're going to start in a minute. Sorry guys, ready to start. 20 seconds. Just got back in time. Hello everyone. It is time to start, guys. Good luck everybody. Alisto's here. Non Chi adesso. Mirales 2004. A Chess Odyssey. Alright, so immediately we've got the messed up screen. Mr. Sohan with the sandbag to count, dude. Wait. File, new tab. Enter. Click, join the game. You know, Mr. Sohan, I mean, seriously, 1805. What are you trying to make me look bad? Mr. Sohan is just way too strong to be 1805. He's now ranked number 1. Dude, he's ranked number 1 immediately. And he's 1805. I don't know who's more of a sandbagger, Mr. Slow at 1805 or Mirales at 2004. I mean, I realize that neither of them are like bullet players. I had a weird idea here. I haven't had time to test it out yet. No time like the present. Ah. Can't trick Mr. Slowhand. Yeah, he's an excellent player. It's ridiculous. There's no way he's 1800 in Blitz. Not on this site. You know, maybe on some other site where the ratings are more... I don't know, you know. Not on lichess. You're not pulling that on me. $1,800. How are you 1800? He's just getting easier pairings in the tournament with this rating. You do the same thing. You shouldn't be talking. But you're not as bad as him. 1800 is a bit extreme. He's actually an excellent increment player too. I could see if he played only like non-increment, maybe it could be 1800. Maybe if he played just 3-0. I suppose his time pressure could get him in trouble. But if there's an increment or longer blitz, Mr. Slowhand shouldn't be under 2000, let alone 1805. Alright. That's my message, my warning message, just in case I don't win. He's underrated. Okay. Okay, dokie. This is the first and last time I tried this. Mr. Sohan kind of negotiated this pretty well. I mean, he's normally playing the King's Indian, but makes the transition to the Benoni here pretty fluidly when called upon. He's excellent in the King's Indian. That's probably his best opening, in my humble opinion. Whereas he's like maybe 2000-ish, high 1900s on average. His play in the King's Indian is generally like closer to master level. What is up, everybody? I feel a little bit better. I guess I just need to exercise. I didn't really exercise today. Yesterday I had a long walk, but today not so much. So the blood flow. Really didn't get any blood flow going. Rookie 8. Okie dokie. Here we go with this again. I never played the Yasser Sarawan style 92 in the Benoni. Not my thing. Playing against it, perhaps. Knight to b5. But generally speaking, like, I shouldn't do that. Does it make sense here for some reason? Not really. I don't see trading pieces as being beneficial for white in this position. I have a space advantage with a d5. If I did something like knight b5, that's what I'm talking about. Now, if knight b5 gets a little more interesting, take, bishop d7. It's hard for him to execute. This still may be a mistake. It's hard for him to execute a6 or get that queenside moving. Actually, I could take with the pawn there. Larsonian. The Larsonian Institute for Chess Exploration. I seriously missed that he could play that. That's pretty sad. Like a6, I didn't realize could really be played. That's good calculation. You lost the last position. Good. The easiest thing to win is a lost position. I mean, the easiest thing to lose is a lost position. Black playing very solid cheese here. Well, maybe not the most solid. I mean, the King's Indian isn't exactly solidest. The most solidest. Bishop developed from his or her original square. Important concept I was explaining to one of my beginner students. My rook is activated in the Benoni oftentimes by rook a3, also the open file if he tries to play b5. should do some push-ups or something. Get the heart beating a little bit here. I felt very sleepy, and I still do, but it's a little bit better. D5. Open it up when facing the bishop pair. Just kidding. What choice do I have? You give me no choice. You've given me no choice. I have a passed pawn. That feels wrong. I thought he was going to try to surround my pawn directly. This guy's 1800. I mean, give me a break. How do you have a blitz rating of 1800? He's 1700 in bullet. Jesus. Bishop f4. This is officially disturbing how strong you are. How can you possibly be 1805 in blitz, man? I need my best, like, Schieber Spieler technique now. Wow. Whatever. I'm sorry? What? No, I'm not accepting draws. Not in this time control. It's not a simul. I gotta try to win. You're 1805. Yes, an 1805 player, I would never accept a draw. I don't understand. How are you 1805? He's good. Realistically, he's like 2000 plus. But, I mean, I am better here, I guess. It's a very tedious, sort of tiny edge. Is this a good move? Not the best. Oh my god. Wait, what? Are you serious? Dude, I mean, this is ridiculous. How strong he is. Are you serious? I mean, come on. $2,200 is more like it, based on that game. All right. We were lucky not to lose. I gambled everything, and I was worse. To try to win there, and he's probably almost winning or winning with that passed pawn. I mean, the increment, you panicked a little. I don't know. It's lucky at the end I win your rook, though, because I thought it was a draw. If you don't drop the rook, it's rook and knight and pawn. It's just a pure luck that I have queen c8 check. I figured it would be a draw by material balance. Man, I don't know how much I hate my virus software. Alright, 2 minutes to go. Pilots win as well. Win. He won as well against Megatherium, who wanted to play. Alright guys, Mr. Slowis, beware. Not an 1800. The opening was bad, and then, you know, when he offered a draw, realistically, I would accept against equally rated opponent. But I mean, this kind of tournament, it's casual. I have nothing to lose. I want to win the tournament. I have to play to win. But I actually was probably maybe lost after my bishop was on a5, blocked by my pawn on b4. It was actually really, really strong the way that Mr. Slow centralized his king on d5. Megatherium, I don't know, man. You just joined our team, so don't just randomly accuse people of being cheaters. He doesn't seem like a cheater. But, you know, if more than one game is suspicious, we'll investigate someone. Everybody's capable of playing a good game. Mr. Slow is 1805 and just played like a master. I was very fortunate to beat him. I could have just as easily lost as you did. You know, but I'm tired of being paranoid about everybody. I don't know. Pollitt seemed legit. I never saw any suspicions with him so far. No one is beyond suspicion, though. Even me. But Mr. Slow is not in the 1805. Did you see the way he centralized his king? With king f7, king e6, king d5 in the ending against me? No good. No good drawn. No good drawn. In reverse. Let's try something interesting. If you think your opponent is a cheater, report them. I don't know what to play here. I don't have a repertoire. So I assume my opponent won his first game. I do that all the time. I get frustrated. I lost against someone the other day, and it seemed like they played perfectly, but when I look at the game afterwards, they didn't exactly play perfectly. Megatherium, if you have Firefox, there can be issues with the browser. If you have issues with your browser, restart in a new tab. Only with Firefox there's this issue that I know of. I just had it in the first game as well. It's a Swiss system tournament issue. lichess didn't care about it when I messaged him about it a year ago or 6 months ago. They just blew me off. They said, oh, use a modern browser. Okay, well, it's embarrassing that you guys can't fix a simple bug like that. So whatever. No dragon. It's another word for no dragon. I think he made a mistake playing knight back to d4, theoretically. The white's still probably better here. Guys, welcome to the stream. Feel free to join us in the comments in the chat room, everybody. It's getting lonely in there. Asteroid, you're kind of quiet today, but please don't spam the chat, man. Try not to spam the chat. Alright. Let's not spam chat. Yeah, the bugs are with Firefox, so if you use a different browser, that won't happen. That's all I can tell you. The easiest thing is just open a new tab. I refuse to compromise. Whatever. I have no advantage here. Let's just look at the other games. I have my reasons. Whatever. It's just a totally equal position. Queen d2. Yevgeny playing black here against Blitz. Welcome guys to the stream. International Master William Paschall. Please bring your friends and enemies. Check out our stream. Here's a link to the tournament. You can join us. 9-round Blitz tournament. We'll see what happens here. Blitz has an isolated pawn, but you know, he's pretty solid. The thing about the isolated pawn in this type of game is, like, even if white were to lose this pawn on d4, I mean, it would be oftentimes like a heavy piece endgame where it's really hard to win. Was Mr. Coffee here? Oh, what's up? Coffee, are you playing or just working? Yevgeny's used a lot of time. Everybody's so quiet today, except for Megatherium, who was kind of dominating the chat there. But basically everybody's playing, so that's why there's not much chat. Here's a tournament. Someone actually wants to join. Bloody. Alright, 1900 with 14,000 Blitz games. You're accepted. That's an established rating. $13.21 and playing GM level? Uh-oh. What do we got? You got a 13.21? Lamar? He left. Oh, you got a 13.21 playing GM level. Paranoia, he's 22-11, man. What are you talking about? He's higher rated than you. Don't worry, Mr. Slow. You can do it. No, but he's, I don't know, his ratings don't make sense. He's 13.21 in Blitz. Maybe someone can explain why his ratings are so messed up. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Brian Good, why are you 500 points lower in Blitz than you are in Classical? That is really weird. That's not, yeah, that's not a good sign, dude. That's not a good sign. He's playing Grandmaster Strength. He played the opening crushingly. Yeah, this looks pretty brutal, dude. This is not a 1300. Again, if you think your opponents are suspicious, you should report them. I am not, you know, I am not disposed to determining if people are computers or not. But nobody is beyond reproach, including myself. So if you think I'm a computer, report me. Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. Why is Brian's rating 500 points lower I was making fun of you, Mr. Slow, but he did play like a strong master there. Maybe he just knows the opening really well. It looks like you misplayed the opening, Mr. Slow. Alright. Palace is playing now. Yevgeny, we were looking at that. Looks like Yevgeny has quite a build-up. Aldisto. You're playing the 1200. He's 1200 and 2200 correspondence. Correspondence is like computer chess, isn't it? You mean lichess correspondence? Yeah, it's so ridiculous. It's the most absurd thing, maybe, like that they don't use computers for correspondence in lichess. Who's gonna actually abide by that rule? There's no way to enforce it, and that's why the ICCF and all the correspondence federations just kind of, they can't really ban computers. lichess doesn't really care about the correspondence. They don't even like include it in the, it's like an afterthought or something. They don't include it in the rating like lists, like the top lists. It's sort of like the forgotten stepchild of lichess ratings. But it's crazy. You can't impose a no computer rule on correspondence because nobody will play by that rule and there's no way to detect them. You can't enforce it. People will use computers all day long in correspondence. There's no way you can prevent it. It's not like, you know, they're switching screens during the game and you can catch them doing that or something. It's inane. Yeah. Oh, but I just don't play well when I play fast. We've heard that before. Morales against Aldisto. What was the opening here, by the way? Is it over? He resigned? Yeah, he's getting flattened with 94 check. But what's the denouement? Bishop g4. Oof. Well, it doesn't look good for the black king. I don't see immediate win. e4, e5, knight f3. You play the Petrov now, right? He played d3. Vita Levente beat me with that. That was embarrassing. I surprised Levente with the Petrov one time, and he just does that. And I'm like, what do I do? It was ridiculous. And I lost like an idiot in like 30 moves against d3. Of course, it's playable. You can do anything. He just pretends it's the Philidor with an extra move. But that's standard. You know, he's playing the Philidor with white. Varga, you know, my friend and teammate, Zoli Varga and Levente are good friends. They would both play this stuff. Yeah, it's simply a Philidor. You can always play the Philidor with an extra move. Oh, this is a, the, what you call it, classic. Yeah. This is hard to play against. Oops. There goes the h6 pawn. So now we know how to beat Morales easily. Just a non-critical d3 against the Petrov. Don't try to take him on in theory. You play blindfold now? I understand why my opponent played so fast. He saw the pieces. Yeah, that's a problem. I did that like most of my games the last couple of years. Alright, what do we got? Another request? I would be careful with my last opponent too, who seems pretty strong. Alms is here after a half-point bye with a win against Rossador. Odesso Sumaher. Oof, that's a lot of pawns. A lot of pawns. What about Astrobate? Roll for 2. Astrobate Kylor, usually a good tilt. While masturbating at no inaccuracies, no mistakes, 2 blunders. Yeah, it seems like your problems are like mine, more or less, more mental. You can't psych yourself out against anybody. Maybe you should play in Zen mode. Seriously. Miralis Zen mode. How would you do? Try to play a whole tournament in Zen mode. Why not? Give it a try. You won't even think about who you're playing. Just try to play your best. I've done it before. I find it interesting. I'm not talking about Simul's where I start in Zen mode, but I've played tournaments here. So, Pilots won again against Yevgeny. What? Yevgeny just lost an exchange? It's weird. Alright, Aldisto's 2-0. We'll see. If Pilots beats Aldisto too, I mean, that would be an incredible result. 2600 performance. We're in the 1.5 point group, but I don't trust lichess pairing system. It's bogus. They're not going to mess this up, though. I mean, the twos have to play the twos. Unless they sit out. But if you sit out now, you get a 0. You can only sit out for the first round, right, and get a half point bye. Yeah, I just... saying if he beats Aldisto too, though he could. You just blundered. I noticed you had a lot less time, though. Eduardo Rick had like 1.5 minutes to 3. Can you look at my final position? Don't have much time. Ugh. Dude, there's no pieces on the board. Oh, that's crazy. It's a stalemate? You got a stalemate? I thought it was a Firefox bug when I looked at Sumaira's position. I was like, oh, there's no pieces that are invisible. But he doesn't have any pieces. He just sacked the rook for stalemate. Nice job. See, Morales would never do that because he gets too angry when he's losing. Alright. Tough opponent. Someone on sound. I was pissed when I lost the simul game against you. So angry with myself, playing like an idiot in the endgame. That was an interesting game, someone on sound. I showed it to another aficionado of the Nimzovich. And we can't decide. Someone on sound played e4, knight c6, bishop c4. And I can't decide whether black's best move is knight f6 or e6. But if you play that against me again, I'll have some new ideas. So this is black's repertoire. Yeah, this is always Queen's Indian style. Everything. His whole repertoire. Based on Owen defense, Queen's Indian, queenside fianchetto. Well, someone on sound, the computer thinks that the moves are both equally good for me. So we had knight c3, 94. I remember that already. Huh. You're going to play that again? I had no answer to that. Knight e4, bishop e4. But he just varied. He plays d5 this time. He's got 2 lines. He's like the Gashimov of the Queen's Indian. 4 variations for every system. Bishop d6? Wow. Okay. That's a new move. weird. Wild and crazy guy. You could just do that? You just don't care about the pin at all? That's insane. At least he didn't castle queenside. Normally he's castling queenside. Maybe that's the secret. You just prevent him from castling queenside and he's beatable. I've had some crazy Owen defense. Owen's defense. Owen defense. The Owen defense. But more than one Owen is what? Is an Owens? What happens if you get more than one Owen? They're Owenses. The Owenses family. Someone suggested I make a No London System t-shirt and start selling merch. Alright, so if we do the stream tomorrow on historical players, my first idea was to do historical players or Blitz opening theory. Yeah, we should sell merch, definitely. My whole goal in being a chess streamer was to be rich. In fact, that's why I started playing chess. I became a chess player to increase my personal wealth. What are we gonna do? But I was gonna say Harry Nelson Pillsbury. If we study players, I wanna go really classic. Pillsbury or Blackburn. Marshall, that's like modern. You're getting really modern. Too modern. Everybody knows. Those guys. So what do I do now? Is this a good move? Instead of bishop f5, maybe I should play like queen h3. I doubt bishop f5 was my best move. course, black's completely fine here. He already calculated that 20 moves ago. Easy to do. Everybody knows that. Easy to judge that. That's why he knew to play Queen G5. I can't think that fast. So you're telling me, like, calculated this in advance? Queen G5? You've seen H4 and everything? Or it's just a coincidence that it all works out? It was a lucky coincidence. So he's able to calculate without actually analyzing the move, which is an amazing skill. It seems like, or taking the time to think. You can calculate without actually taking the time to think. That's pretty incredible. Everything he does is like actually works. Pre-calculated. It's pre-calculus. Oh, I'm probably lost here. I should just resign. Maybe there's a chance, but it's unlikely. Oh, of course. You had that move. Of course. Dude, whatever. I mean, check this out. This is ridiculous. Black would lose here almost any normal game. I'm +8, but I can't calculate this computer move. Probably something like this. I'm not a computer. There's no way I'm gonna find that. So I'm winning here until knight f4. Honestly, I don't even see another candidate move. I had rook f5. Missed it. Yeah. I just didn't see it. He still hangs on with this move, but now he really loses his queen, right? Oh, still. But this is a disaster. His pawn structure would be ravaged here. So after knight f4, he's magically winning, and it doesn't matter what I do. Yeah. That's a great game. Easy to play. All right. A +8, but I don't see that quickly. +8 is nothing. I mean, there's grandmasters that lose with +8 all the time. Says 2.5. Alisto, perfect score. He got a low-rated opponent for game 3. So I have an interesting result. What happened to Nordigon? He had 2 points. Where did he go? Or just 1.5? He lost? I thought the guy was like unbeatable. How do you make 2 inaccuracies, 2 mistakes, and have 16 CPL? That's weird, man. Alright. Not my tournament apparently today. Though it's only 3 rounds. It's a long tournament, 9 rounds. Who's left? Is there any game left? I want an easy pairing. Can I get an easy pairing? Dude. Alright. It's enough of this stuff. Now I'm a cheater. No, you're not a cheater, man. Nobody called you a cheater. Give me a break. What are you talking about? Don't throw those accusations around. It just causes a lot of problems. Like, seriously. I just said it's funny that you can make 2 center pawn loss and 2 inaccuracies and still get like 16 center pawn loss. That doesn't make sense. If you make 2 inaccuracies and 2 mistakes, usually your center pawn loss would be like in the 20s or 30s or something. But I mean, a lot of people get upset. We're not going to talk about cheating anymore. Even if you think someone cheated, just report it, but don't bring it up in the stream. People get upset. I get upset. Everybody gets upset. You have to be secret about it if you're leveling any accusations. Keep it secret. All right? You don't want to hurt the cheater's feelings. This is the most important thing. We wouldn't want to publicly shame cheaters. I mean, I guess the rule is intended not to publicly shame innocent victims. You know, like people get false flagged. The capitalist insurrection, the Oregon Republican Party said it was a false flag. No, but seriously, I'm not going to get political today. But I guess the reason for not publicly shaming cheaters, I hope, is because sometimes we accuse people who are innocent. So I don't think that cheaters should be protected from public shaming. You know, I completely disagree with that. I think some people interpret it that way, but I don't think that's how it's really intended, you know. The point is, like, what if someone wasn't cheating and you're ruining their reputation? I've done it. I've ruined a lot of people here. And, you know, I feel guilty every night when I go to sleep. But I've been right most of the time, and that's the important thing. Alright, what are we going to do? Seriously. I've been right, pretty much most of the time. I ruined a few innocent reputations. But the important thing is that we get most of them right. Sumahara is playing... He's playing too fast. Imagine that. You knew him personally? Well, there's another suspicious player I found. This one was from... Oh, Macedonia. That was my latest discovery. But I'm not gonna say anything. The mafia will probably come and get me. Or something. Yeah, everybody heard the Borislav whatever guy. That was a famous story all over. Damn, dude, what if you go for it? What if you play knight c7? On rook a7 you have queen a5? But then I have knight on bd7. I guess it doesn't work. That was close. That almost works. My little pawnies. Yeah, this is a great... Everything was fine till he allowed knight f4 and gave up his dark square bishop. I like the opening. Well, I guess the point is knight g3 is a mistake, because you allow knight f4. But what do you do here? Yasser Serwan. They never found anything. What do you mean? The guy was guilty as sin. It's not like the FBI was investigating or something, it's a chess crime case. What are you going to do? An official chess investigator filed a chess case? Official, I guess I don't want to lose this pawn. I think that's safe to assume. But people just don't get created out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like grandmaster strength players just don't appear like that guy did. He just basically suddenly became come on, even established grandmaster Rouse just got caught because his rating went up to 2600. And it was like, what's that about? Yeah, but I mean, I know people that cheat and it's not even involving money, just for ego. People are idiots. I like animals better. That was what my parents always said. They were right. It's not right to compare people to animals. Giving animals a bad rap. Alright, I'm not ism. You don't have to go into too much detail. I'm sure you can come up with some good stuff. That's all right. It was sort of a theoretical argument. I don't know. I now remember somebody talking about that some years ago. Like somebody who was around them. Now I can't remember who it was. Who met that guy. I don't remember who it was. That was an old story. Alright, Sumaher. Not a good situation. Alright, who's up next? Now, this is a long tournament, 9 rounds. This is only round 4. One of my teammates, I was in the car. You know, I never met the Bulgarian guy. And I don't know, I don't remember what it was, but somebody was talking about it. I think it was a Serbian guy I knew. We were in the car going to some team match. Someone who was closer to that situation. Sometimes I hear people talking or get in conversations with them. I wasn't like ever playing chess in Bulgaria. But I do get around and see people who have been to different places, you know, and accumulate knowledge based on secondhand stories that I hear. But that was a famous case. Game over. Till I hang a piece here. I guess I picked the right opening. Normally I don't play this. Crunch. Crunchy. And delicious. Crunchy crunch. Captain Crunch. Still no mate. Where's the finishing move here? That's kind of awkward. I just have to take this. Luckily it defends. The knight move defends. Alright, good game, man. Knight g4 isn't made. He has king g1. What are you talking about? Someone else sounds much stronger when he's actually playing. Oh man, I'm a terrible kibitzer when I watch other games or watch analysis, and I always like sit there on the side of the board and watch, and then I think I saw something. I always like interject with these stupid suggestions that don't work. There's something about not being in front of the pieces yourself that gives you a weird perspective. I'll always like, oh yeah, hey look, you can play. Oh yeah, that doesn't work. Alright, I do that all the time. I'm terrible from the side. For example, you're sitting in front of the side of the board while 2 other players analyze. I'm extremely weak in sideways analysis. Aldisto against Arms. Go Arms! Can you guess the opening based on Arms' repertoire? Something e4, e5. I've never played e5 against Aldisto. I don't know what he plays. Edward Elric, no! I need other players who play terribly to balance out my crappy results. Who am I going to play if you leave? Some sort of e4, e5. Spanish. I have a horrible correspondence game going with Alms. It was a Vienna. I played the Vienna game with white. It's like move 4, but I already hate my position. What's happening here? Black's up a pawn, but this extra pawn on the C file isn't much. Wow, that's crazy. It's almost like he was trying to be spectacular. With knight f6, he would have just like mated him directly without having to sack his rook. But this way, it's more elegant. Man, Aldisto's been getting stronger and stronger lately. He has a really good record. 11-7 against Alms. 7-11. But non-Adesso just won again. So that's going to make an interesting battle. Mr. Slow is creeping back up after that lucky win I got in the first game. Dr. Tripchance, another strong player. 9-round tournament, guys. Still 5 rounds left. Yevgeny is leaving. But this is, I don't know, man. Non-Adesso got pilots there with 2.5 points. That's a good pairing if you got 2.5 out of 3 and you get a 1700. Why didn't he play? I guess there was no one else with 2.5. 1.5. Not that many players. 25 players, guys. And a lot of people just stay for a couple games. So looks like Lamar left, Cockatry left. We've still got probably 20 players at the most. Someone to sound what? Yeah, Yevgeny is Edward. Exactly. He drew 2 games and left. What was his last game against? Kyle? Oh yeah, your 1700 rating put him on tilt. But he drew with Mr. Slow, who's not 1805. Mr. Slow is a sandbagger. And Morales too. Morales is up on 3 points now, see? The sandbaggers are coming up. Morales, Mr. Slow. 2004 question mark is right. And then 1805 should have a double question mark. Wow, Feta Master rating with a party of 186. What's up? What happened in Tata today? I was asking. Thank you for the raid, man. Much appreciated. We're hosting a Blitz tournament here, but you've got to be a member of our club to join. It's probably going to be too late by next round if anybody wants to join. That's a massive raid, man. That's like the biggest raid we ever had, probably. Second biggest raid I think I've ever had. Once Hammer raided me with a big crowd, but I think that's the biggest. That's probably my second biggest. You've analyzed Nils versus Magnus games. Hey, Feta Master, thank you. If any of the followers from Feta Master want to join our team, you can join the Pawn and Horses Club. I know Feta's a member. We're just starting round 5, though. I'm not sure about... It's a 9-round tournament. Not sure if you can join after round 5. There's a rule about Swisses. Mirales. Dude, thank you so much for the big raid. I don't remember when Hammer raided me a couple years ago. It was in the hundreds. But that is super. Alright, this is the Morales, the anti-Morales system. But it's risky. And I told him what I was going to play against him yesterday. He's already seen this once. Well, he's seen this a lot, actually. But I have a modified version where I don't castle kingside in this. This is a good anti-Budapest system, by the way. If anybody's looking for something a little outside the box, I decided to just mess with them now with knight e4. Not really 100% correct. This wasn't the original plan. I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. But I realized I probably shouldn't play something he prepared for. It doesn't make sense to play, really. I mean, does it not make sense to play 94? I don't know. Maybe it's not so bad. It's a blitz game, whatever. 5+3. We can experiment. Yeah, that's a long stream. So 6-hour games for the Tata. I used to do live commentary for years, and not on my stream, but previously. It's a lot of work. The 6-hour. Mr. Slohan just gifted a tier 1 sub to El Rosador. Thank you. Guys, we're streaming here 6 days a week, Monday through Friday and Sundays. If anybody wants to come back and check it out again, you're all welcome. This is risky. Thanks, Mr. Coffee and Mr. Slow. I'm a little out of form today. Lost, draw. 9-round Blitz tournament. This is round 5. I'm not sure if you can register after that. If anybody wants to join our team, Mr. Coffee, did you put the team link up there? Definitely get some new followers. Padre and Tony just subscribed. Good to have you with us. And Tony, could you join the tournament? I didn't notice if you were in. But I think the halfway point is like the limit for entries, isn't it? Morales just refuses. He refuses to ever cooperate with what I want to try to do. He will not open the G file under any circumstances. All I want to do is open the G file, and you won't do it. Now you can open the G file. My knight's in the way. Come on. Still won't do it. Let me guess. Yes. I get the two most underrated players, Mr. Slow and Mirales. Two big supporters of the stream who happen to be, and I'm not saying this because they're big supporters of the stream, they don't play enough rated games apparently or something, and Morales and Mr. Slow are. Morales is at least 100 points underrated, and Mr. Slow is like 200 points underrated. Discard stress. What about in Italy, Padron and Tony? What's the rules there for how late you can go out and stuff? Here we have to be in by 8 o'clock. There's an 8 p.m. what do you call it, curfew in Budapest. Well, I don't know if it's actually. I don't know if it counts in other parts of Hungary, but in this city, it's 8 o'clock. I guess it's a national thing. Never really thought about it. Wow, weird move now. Knight A5. He wants to get play on the queen side. Yeah, we have the same thing. I think no, you have 10 p.m. See, that's not that bad. Yeah, people were like complaining in Hungary about dog walking. It is kind of nuts, you know. Is there some exception for walking your dog? Like, 8 p.m. is a little bit exaggerated. I think there's exceptions, maybe. If the dog wants to go out, I guess he'll go in the courtyard or something if you've got a courtyard. Is this a good move? We've got Morales a little bit out of his normal game. He's usually geared toward attacking my king on the king side, so I think my system worked. By putting my king in a different place, he's not that... He doesn't seem that at home in attacking me. But not everybody has a courtyard where they can walk their dog, and I don't think the neighbors would like the dog doing that. Alright, 45 viewers, thanks to Fedamaster. Who I met actually here in real life a couple years ago in Hungary. So we've got b4 winning a piece now. b4 or not b4. b4, it's going to be like my game with non-Adesso again. b4, he just plays knight takes d4. I have a plan. Nah, this is not Morales' best game. He's going to have to do some homework on this variation. That's ugly. But it may contribute to your survival, potential survival. Positional chess. How are your knights doing there? Good? Everybody comfy? Is everyone comfy? Uh-oh. I missed this. Not allowed to do that. Playing good moves. Damn it, Morales. Not supposed to see that. He found a good move. It's a Sveshnikov. Maybe that's your new opening, the Sveshnikov. Man, I'm lucky. Lucky. Even there, you may have had a defense, right? If you play your favorite move again, here. I guess I win a pawn. He's not giving up just yet. Okay, it's an exchange. Why give up? I need to get my rooks in the game here. Now that's not a good move. You know that's not a good move. Never ever trade rooks in this kind of situation. Your last hope gone. Maybe I should play e4. Now my lone rook is extremely powerful. I don't think I played this well. The endgame was not optimal. Alright, back tournament. Let's see who's still playing. Aldisto versus Nanki Adesso. Tough match. So they have an even score, it looks like. 1.5 each. They're both quick, but Adesso is more of a bullet player. I don't know what Aldisto's bullet rating is. Actually, it's higher than... He may be more of a bullet player than I give him credit for. But I never thought of him as a bullet player. Whereas Adesso plays really, really fast. So clearly the bishop pair is relevant here. Pressure on this pawn. But it's not so easy. Black's well coordinated. Blockading the pawn there. I think the time is gonna decide this, obviously. Two quick players like this. It looks like Aldisto just blundered a pawn. But maybe it's not so simple. Not so simple. He's got some counterplay. Serious counterplay. Like that. I have no idea what is happening now. White lost on time. So he must have been like freaking out about rook takes d8, pawn takes f2 check for good reason. It looks like pawn takes, queen takes is also a problem, but maybe not. Then again, it is a problem because like pawn takes, queen takes, king h1, then you can't recapture on d5 because of back rank mate. What's actually happening here? It's possible Black's better. It's possible Black's winning. He's not though. Wow. So takes, takes, king takes, and surprisingly, there's nothing here. Wow. So he just like walks away if you check him here. That's crazy that White lost on time. I mean, queen a1 like wins the game, doesn't it? He just lost on time. Shocking. I thought he's like the fastest player here. Alice still undefeated with a perfect score. I've got to beat him to keep it interesting. And then Alms is lurking. Megatherium is lurking. Miralles Nordogan is back. Sumar 2.5, Slowhand 2.5, and Kylor with 2.5. Kylor with a win. It wasn't enough that he drew Yevgeny. He's got to win another one. I can't see who that was against. Alright, guys. Thanks for playing. Thanks to Fetamaster for the raid. Massive raid. 180 players. Viewers. If you like to stream, we try to concentrate on serious chess here. Tuesdays, I do Blitz. Tomorrow we're going to be analyzing some classical player or openings. 11 a.m. Central European time. Thursday, I do a game analysis for the subscribers. Fridays, we've got Blitz in the morning. Will in a tournament game is a killer like Aldisto? I don't know. I had a draw and a loss so far. Normally I would be the favorite here. But I had this lifeless position against Nordigon. I just offered him a draw. And the other game I was winning but missed it. But I don't feel like I'm in killer mode today. I haven't been playing enough. Please allow me. What are you talking about? I got a challenge. Oh, that's casual unlimited. That's not happening. This is the weirdest thing ever, the casual unlimited. I guess it's not that weird. You just play whenever. The game could go on forever, though. Like, theoretically. That's strange. What's up, everybody? Aldisto with perfect score. He's been doing well in these tournaments lately. What am I going to do? I got to stick to my guns. He plays the wing gambit. That's all he's got. But he knows it pretty well. He's going to do the Philidor against everything now. Alright, he can play this F4 attack. Maybe that's, yeah. Standard oil company. Larson used to play this with white. Pretty well-known system. I don't really face it very often, so I'm not sure. We'll try to play fluid here. D5 is also a move for sure. Black has to worry about E5 there, though. This is like a standard big clamp. If C4, E5... What happens on C4, E5? Pawn takes D3, pawn takes F6, pawn takes E2, pawn takes G7. Not good. White is threatening to play what? It's a huge concession if I give up my white square bishop here. It's not really correct for black. Theoretically, I'm trading off my white square bishop, most of my pawns and dark squares. Probably not that great a plan. You and Astrobate should get together with the random commentary. Some quotes by the great Carlini. So Houdini, is that a common name? Actually? Is Houdini a made-up name? Was that his real name? It's a made-up name, right? It has to be. What's happening here? I get it. I get it. White's just better. It's funny, I didn't know Houdini's real name. I don't think I ever really realized that. It sounds Italian. Alright, seriously. It's not like Houdini is a real name. Anyway. Could be, I guess. Not really. Playing for the dark squares. Aldisto's playing great. Positional chess. It's a little different than the wing gambit, but I noticed the way he plays the wing gambit is also... The last game he played against me, he went into this like endgame, and it's always the bishops. He's really big on bishops. The dude is big on bishops. It was the bishop pair last time in the endgame, in the wing gambit. It was a bishop pair before that. Now it's like bishop pair again. But not too many people will play like positional chess out of openings like the wing gambit. It's usually very chaotic and hard to play in a positional style with something like that. This is a little different. It's a kind of closed Sicilian. So I think it demands positional play. But that's quite a stylistic difference right there. Switching over from one system to the other. One is total chaos and the other is like strategic closed. That's not easy to do, man. I feel like I'm playing our friend Schieberspieler, FIDE Master. This position is like his style. I mean, White is playing like a strategic grandmaster. Black's position, Black's play is a little bit like strategically questionable, I guess. On some level. Maybe. Sort of. Maybe not. Maybe you gotta do what you gotta do. I gotta give up the bishop pair. You gotta do what you gotta do. Gave up the bishop pair. What, are you gonna worry about it? There's more to life than the bishop pair. I used to overestimate the bishop pair, I think. Bishop f3. So he's offering it up. This is an amazing move, actually. Defending the d5 point. Wow. That is pretty deep. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. I get it. I guess. It'll be like this. He wants this diagonal to be strong. Fundamental idea. What happened? Fabiano? Fabiano. He's not really Italian. But he was when it was convenient. Um, born and raised in the U.S. of A. What about e4? I just dropped a pawn. Yeah. Wow. I need a plan. The guy is... He's tricky. Oh, yeah. Check out the positional based nature of his play, though. Everything. Completely consistent. Seriously? It's so easy. It's unbelievable. I didn't even see that was a legal move. What? My queen is attacked. He's unbelievably strong, positionally and tactically. Yeah, that was dodgy. Just the only thing I had going for me was like the will to win. My play was very iffy. But at least it makes it interesting. Aldisto has 5. We have 4.5. Non-Adesto 4.5. Alms 4. Kyler's still playing. The will to win, Morales. Whoa, Rossador with Bishop D4. Oh no, it was Kyler winning against Rossador. Another upset for Kyler. Wow. Alright, minor upset. You need more will to win. Actually, you have a lot of will to win, but you get sometimes down, Morales. Finding your will to win again when you lose it. So I can't play those 2 monsters. I'll have to play Alms. I don't know. The pairings are random. I don't even want to try to predict it anymore. Good luck, whoever. At least we have a chance to catch Aldisto. That was a weird game. I really felt like I made a million mistakes. And the final result was kind of random. Aldisto was doing alright. Pretty much the whole game. Till he maybe blundered the b2 pawn with check. Though it looked like I had something, I couldn't find it. In the interesting moment of that game, I failed to find what looked like should be a win somewhere. Came up empty and still got lucky. We reached the critical position in the last game. I don't know. I couldn't find it. It felt like I should have something, but it wasn't there. Astrobate buy round. This is round 7, guys. 7 out of 9. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Thanks again to Fedamaster. Thanks to those of you who supported the stream. We had a gift sub today. Appreciate it. Kylor. As I said, I cannot predict the pairings. At least the board is working right. With Firefox, it likes to play games. How old do I look today? Mr. So, thanks for the gift sub donation. We had donation from Mr. Slow as well. Appreciate it. Alright, English opening. I've been taking a little break from the English opening. Here we go again. King's Indian. So my experimental system against Mr. Slow doesn't work. I've already played this against Kylor, I think. My attempt to play Bishop D3 in the previous game against Mr. Slow is not good enough. It looks like C5. C5 is a strong move in response to Bishop D3. I don't know what to do there. We'll have to revert to usual system. I look modern. I feel modern by lichess standards. It's like 3 or under. C5. By people years? Computer years. Modern by computer or people standards? I feel younger, but I look younger, but I don't feel it. That's what I meant to say. Welcome everybody to my stream. No, I was angry about my game with non-Adesso because I was plus clearly winning. I knew I was winning. It was like a Pillsbury game. But I couldn't find it, you know, and then when I thought I was winning, he has this miraculous resource to save himself. Which sucks, but if it's there, it's there, you know. A6 is a nice move order. Tricky. I have a plan. Extreme chess moves. But Kyler's played this perfectly. It looks like he's a genius. He's found some sort of way to try to take advantage of my funky move order. Again, turning into a Benoni where my knight is on g1. This knight is too slow to convert this maneuver it needs to make to get to d2. You can open up the position for that knight can make its natural transfer. It looks like white's position is weird. I was thinking of just giving up chess and doing Beat Saber instead. To get back into shape. Maybe I'll start streaming workout games. Forget about the chess thing. I've always been good and not great anyway. Okay, now Kyler has completely messed it up. He's gone into Stephen Mohammed mode. Never ever play knight f8 in the Benoni. That's the #1 rule of the Benoni. You didn't know that, I bet. I had this game where I qualified for the US Championship. In the last round, I had to beat this international master, Stephen Mohammed, aka Stephen Booth. He did this, man. He was slaughtered. He never got anything off the 3rd rank. And he was just like crawling around with his knights on f8 and had no clue what he was doing. This is a bad sign. Like, that's a completely okay maneuver in the King's Indian when you have a pawn on e5 and your space advantage is on that flank, but you never want to get to that situation in a Benoni. Basically, Kyler is maneuvering a knight like it's a King's Indian. See, now he plays e5. Probably a good try here, actually. Once again, in this King's Indian, this probably isn't so bad. e5 is a reasonable try. I might have a tactic, though. Take. Take is it's not that hot, though. Alright. If I take, I bring his knight to e6. Yeah, screw it. I'm not going to do it. That rhymes. So actually, black's defense is brilliant. e5, double exclamation point. I should have played f4 first, maybe. I remember this game I lost at the Marshall Chess Club to a 2100 years ago. I think the guy's like a master now. He was almost a master then. Same thing, queen c7 and break the pin. Some kind of absurd King's Indian. I slowly lost the thread. That can happen here as well. I also lost to Yuri Shulman in a similar type of position where he didn't know what he was doing, but eventually I lost my way. This is messed up. Maybe bishop f6. What would Igor Foigl do? If you don't know what to do, you ask yourself what Igor Foigl would do. Or Petrosian. Otherwise known as Tigran the Great. Low risk strategy. Now we play a King's Indian. But you don't have any venom in this type of King's Indian. Without your white squared bishop in a closed King's Indian, there's nothing on the king side, really. There's no strong attack, at least. Make, break. Must Pawns great make. Make our pawns great again. I need a way to... Need a way in. No, he got offended. He doesn't come anymore. I implied that he might use assistance or something. He was deeply inside. He's a member of the conspiracy team. This break is mandatory. He was all grumpy whenever anything would happen anyway. Too sensitive. If I was a lesser player, Kyler would be tearing me apart right now. But luckily, we've got it under control. Never seen a white square I didn't like. Especially in the King's Indian. Ooh. Grown. Does that make sense? This is looking good now. We got the e4 protected. This pawn really solid. The c5 is going. From shaky beginnings, we have a very strong position. The bishop is dead. That's the key. Bad piece. Hasta la vista. But my opening play was less than convincing. Got it under control. Whew, this is very ominous. Everything is good. I had better. You're telling me that? I believe you. I had better. Rossador. Definitely. I got a sloppy mode. This is almost not worth taking this exchange. Technically winning. Whoa. Now he has a passed pawn. But it's over, right? Stress. Stress is over. Aldous to 1 again. Oh my god, he beat Mr. Slow. There he is with the bishops. That Mr. Slow had the bishops. What happened? He just blundered? Whoa. It looks like Mr. Slow might have resigned prematurely here. But maybe not. I mean, bishop f2, knight b2. It doesn't look great. So Alms is still playing. Oh, interesting. Wow. White has 3 pawns for a piece. Crazy. Ops color bishops. But has ridiculous time advantage. Objectively, it's a draw. It's probably a draw. I guess. Maybe not so easy, though. I don't know how black can make progress. I guess he's going to switch his blockade. It's pretty smart, actually. Blockading with the bishop. Wow, that was a weird move. Staying on the dark squares. Yeah, I don't know. Odessa seems like very hard to beat. Wow, he just hung a piece. That's crazy. Both sides blundering now. Black misses the piece. But now black's got much better chances, I guess. Still tricky. Objectively, black really shouldn't lose. He is up a piece here. But it seems like non-Adesso is like unbeatable. Even when he has a lost position. Like against me, he survived. I couldn't find the win. It's unbelievable how fast he is. He's only 2100 in bullet. That's not that high rated. He hung something there, though. Wow. Yeah, I don't think objectively he should lose. It should have been a draw, probably. Surprising turn of events there. I thought black was on the ropes and fighting for the draw, but he gets the full point. Aldesto has 6, I have 5.5. Oms has full 5. Non-Adesso 4.5. Morales 4. Trip Chance just joined and has 3 wins and a draw, 3 wins and a bye. Mr. Silva 3.5, Kyler 3.5, Ruslan 3.5, and Megatherium is on 3. Asterbait got himself a bye, and he's got 1.5 points. Alright guys, we're going to be back tomorrow morning. We got 1 more round here, 2 more rounds, actually. It's a long one, 9 rounds. 2 more rounds to go. Alisto's half point ahead of me. I can't play him. I'm gonna have to play Alms. I haven't played Alms, I would think. I don't want to play Dr. Tripchance. He's like another non-Adesso. 2400, super fast bullet player. I'd like to play someone who is slower than me. Oh man, come on. 30 seconds. I've actually won 4 games in a row, but I don't know any of these games were that convincing. Om's lost to Alistair, we saw that. And then a draw with Nordagon. Yeah. Good luck. I don't think I've played Oms and Blitz in a long time. You don't have to start by the 15-second rule. Or whatever it is. It's not how you play the game, it's whether you get the point. I've never really lived by that rule, but I do try to fight really hard. Actually, we don't see it in my stream that often, but many people regard me as a fighter who, you know, is tough to beat, and I think that's defining my chess. Though I don't really show that in my streams that much. It's a fairly accurate portrayal. Alright. Oms has a tough repertoire to deal with for me. I need to take him out of books somehow. I don't know what to do. I've been playing b6 against him. He should be prepared for that by now. What's the point in the Queen's Indian again? I'm doing some kind of weird hybrid Queen's Indian. Oms has a good opening repertoire. I know it basically. This is what DK Guy used to play before he betrayed us. This is actually the first game of Capablanca versus Alyekin. Alyekin lost this game, round 1 of their match, where Kappa lost the title. He beat Alyekin with white. Alyekin played like too aggressive or made some inaccuracy. Playing d5 really early. Like d5 here, I think. It was this position. d5, c4. And maybe d5 is too ambitious. But it's definitely committal. But that was the game. Great game by Capablanca, actually, if you guys ever want to look it up. Alyekin did not play well. But that was round 1 of the World Championship. Queen b7. Don't know if I'm supposed to play this. We're out of book now. I mean, knight c3 is kind of weird. I mean, he's blocking his c-pawn. He wants to play it like a Sicilian. But Oms is not really an e4 player. Without the ability to play c4, now we go d5 and try to play, you know, make him play the Jabava system. Oms is playing like Jabava. Jabava Oms combo. But the knight on c3 is awkwardly placed, like a what do you call it? I call it the dunst, but what do most people call this knight c3? It has another name, the Van Geet. I don't know. Van Geet sounds sort of weird. I prefer dunst. That sounds weird too. So we managed to slightly bamboozle him here. Is he supporting e4? And then there's queen b5 check. I really need to get myself developed. If e4 though, he jettisons his whole structure. It's like a Sicilian. I don't know anything about the Sicilian. I mean, if I could get Ams playing the white side of the Sicilian, I'm probably in good shape. Weird hedgehog. He had bishop takes f6 there. That actually looks pretty good. I'm just kidding. I don't want to give you that. Damn. Did he just completely equalize? I'll never forget, like, Joel Benjamin once with black had something like this against me in a Queen's Indian. That messed up my whole position. I had such a good game here. He's completely stolen my thunder. Wow. That sucks. You know that? A6, knight f6, knight f6. Pawn f6. What would Jabava do? Yeah, he would like sack a piece unsoundly. I'm disappointed though. I had a good game. I messed it up. Now I'm like equal. I don't know what I did wrong, honestly. Maybe I didn't really do anything wrong. Okay, bishop e4 is inconsistent. If I play bishop e4, I have to take after a3, and then I second guess myself. I should have just taken. I had a good game. Take, take. I had made the conscious decision I was willing to give on bishop, then second guess myself. Dumb. This was a very stupid idea. Now it looks like some kind of French Rubinstein, where white doesn't have anything, but remains sort of solid. I have a queenside minority attack. Which he is aware of. He's trying to do knight f5 or some kind of tactic. Okay, we got big time edge. Use it or lose it. Oh, the Benjamin trick. Benjamin. The Benjamin trick works, but it doesn't do anything. It's like knight g4. He stays on the diagonal somewhere. Sucks. There's nothing here. He's starting knight e6 now. He's trying to set that up. What about this? Now, knight g4, knight d5, safer. So we're just slightly better. I almost hung my queen there. That's good. Well, he was Jababa, such a big GM. He has a cult following. Okay, it's kind of like it's like a stylistic cult following. But not to say like he is a very strong player. He was over 20. He was way over 2,700. So there are various reasons why he has a strong following. It's complicated, you know. Great player, very insane style. When players have a really psycho style, they seem to be more popular. Emery Tate, this IM from the United States, had like a cult following because he was like a psychomaniac attacker, even though he wasn't that strong. So people like that wild style a lot. Let's see. B4 check, king d2, take, king d2, take, king takes. This pawn is just too strong, isn't it? This is a difficult endgame. I almost got squeezed there. Alright, last round. All the other games are probably over by now. But Yababa's rating has massive fluctuation. He went from like in the 2700s to 2600. Kind of like a Morozevich. But that's not unusual when you have really crazy style. Like my rating has fluctuated 1 point in the last 27 years. I was just joking about this. Alright, you know when you have 1 rating point fluctuation in 27 years that you're playing really imbalanced style chess. Oh, this sucks. I don't want to play Dr. Trip Chance, who wins every game he plays. He's perfect score. I have a chance to win the tournament if I win and Aldisto loses. But I don't deserve to win this tournament. I mean, I just didn't play really great. Aldisto finished first in a recent tournament ahead of me. Maybe it was last week? Can't remember. But the more like wild your style is, the more variability you'll have in your rating. I know people who almost never change. You fluctuate by 100 points. That's going to be a big deal. This is a weird pairing. I didn't see Megatherium next to me on the chart, but a lot of players have dropped out. C4 E6. Usually they want to play the Dutch when they do that. But he doesn't. That's unusual. The Dutch. Yeah, he finished first Aldisto 2 weeks ago, I guess. Man, I'm thirsty. This is a well-known variation, though I don't keep up with theory. I studied this 20 years ago with my friend Jorge Hasbun Samor. Oh, you know this? Queen B6 move? Wow. That's more than most people. I beat Erdos Victor once in this line. In Rapid Chess, the only time I ever beat him. I also lost to somebody on the stream who played like a computer. The last time I played this was some computer. It was like a year ago or 2 years ago. Black played like a perfect game. A5 I've never seen before. It should be a mistake. But who knows? A5 is a new move to me. I don't think you can maintain your pawn chain properly with that move. Normally, what's the move? Knight D7? Something fluid? This is an unusual line. Like A4 isn't very common. But I just play it because I can't keep up with the main line. Too much theory in the Botvinnik variation. But objectively, I've studied this long ago. And the conclusion was that it's okay for black. But still tricky. D5? What am I supposed to do? Open it up with D5, right? I mean, this is logical. Try to open it up while black is undeveloped. He doesn't have his bishop guarding here. We have to try to play aggressively and open it up immediately. I guess. What else? So I can sack a piece. There's funny lines in like the Botvinnik variation where you do stuff like rook b1. When your knight gets attacked, that's not going to work here. So I was thinking, okay, sack a piece is possible, but doesn't look like it's really sound. So what was my point? To play back? The point is that c4 is weak, I guess. But I'm not sure what the heck's going on. It's a very irrational position. Maybe this is okay for black. It's highly unusual. I've never seen a5 in my life, though. I guess I have to take, play knight d2, attack your pawn. What else can I do? You just protect it. I attack again. It's a weird position. Looks like he's up a pawn, but I'm better developed. I don't remember our previous games. Yeah, bishop h6, so I can sack the exchange, or I can just take with a knight. I can take with the bishop too. I want that exchange. I don't like this pin I'm in here. Is black really just fine here? No problem. Interesting. Alright. Well, I don't know. Weird. Guess I play queen c2. What? Queen c1 just wins for you if I play that? Okay. That's normal. Obvious. Totally obvious. Knight e4, rook c1 resigns. What do I do? That's so sick. I have to sack my queen, I'm just lost. How to lose in one move? His king is really sketchy, safety-wise. At the end of the day, that's what we're hoping for. Wow. Unbelievable move. Just saves himself. Unbelievable. That's convenient. That's insane. And everything's fine after that. Wow, nice resource. I'm just lost in one move, right? Sounds familiar. Amazing. I can save myself. Save yourself, man. Oh, another miraculous miracle. That's interesting. 2 in a row. Oh, man. Miracles abound. Knight check. What's happening here? Knight to b3. Knight b3. You gotta be kidding me. So there's the defense to that too. Are you serious? This is like ridiculous. So I have to do this like check here. Why is this so weird? Then take this. Bye-bye. Have a nice life. We'll see you later. Nice knowing you. Well, this was an interesting game. I should probably take with the king there. Though there's no way I should lose, objectively. time. It's a draw. It was a draw in game, of course. All right. Weird game. Aldista with 8. Aldista won again. Did he play Doctor? Did you play the Doctor? Can't see it. That's so annoying. Here. You beat the Doctor too. My God. Aldista with 8 points out of 9. Only narrowly losing that kind of crazy game against me. Performance rating 2404. I had 7 out of 9 with a 23 something like my FIDE rating. And Adesso with a lower performance rating, losing 2 games, finishing 3rd place. Yeah, at least you got to play me. That was a crazy game, man. We got someone requesting to join the team. Not enough games. Bullet doesn't count, so I'm going to have to decline this. Sorry, gotta have more games established. And not Bullet or Crazy House or whatever. Alright, guys. Wow, congratulations, Aldis, to another great performance. Adesso 3rd. It was tough. A fun game in the last round, anyway. I'm sure that we were both winning at some point there. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. Thanks to Mr. Coffee, who was here earlier as our moderator. If you'd like to join our team upon the Horses Club, you do have to have an established rating with longer than Bullet games, so that's why I didn't let that player join. We're going to be back tomorrow morning. I'm going to analyze some classic old school games or maybe some opening analysis for Wednesday streams, something different. We're going to try to mix it up a little bit on the Wednesday streams. Thanks everybody for playing. It was fun. Again, let's see the top 10. Aldisto, Sparkle Horse, Adesso, Oms, Megatherium, Trip Chance, Kylor, Mr. Slow, Brian with 4.5 points at 1,300. That's quite a performance at the end there. It looks like he got a couple forfeit wins. I don't know what's going on. You got 2 forfeit wins? That's terrible. Why did 2 people forfeit in the last 2 rounds? Morales with 4, who left out. Asterbate, VIP, you got 3 points for the win in the last round. Congratulations for being Paolo. 3.5 points. Thanks, guys. We're going to be back, as I said, tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Keep the regular schedule a little different theme tomorrow. Thanks, everybody, for playing. Congratulations, Alice. Still good job. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks to Feta Master for the raid. See you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.